Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Jersey and today we are working on part 9 of the museum build. So no longer courtyard, since in the last video we have actually finished the courtyard. At least for now. In the inside it's all done. There are a few sections that we need to work on, but that will be in the future. So right now it's museum build once again, and we're working on the following entrance where John used to be. Finally, John has moved. He's gonna be relocated. He's gonna be very happy, don't worry. He's gonna get a bigger place, his own area, very big, very well built, everything that he will ever want, he's gonna get. But right now we are working on the entrance. So in the previous videos, especially the one off camera, we work on that small little courtyard, right? Let's say or a little garden entrance towards the museum from the front side. So what we're doing today is we are going to duplicate that build, but this time it's going to be on camera instead of off camera, and we are going to build it, and that's going to make it this front section of the museum finally complete. And the next steps will be working around the museum on this side that we haven't worked on. But we are not going to be building a courtyard, we're not going to be building anything of that, because in my island I have a circular river that's going around my town hall. So we are not gonna be duplicating more courthouse build on that side. So we are definitely gonna be working on some entrances that's coming from the bridges from the town hall mini island towards the museum. But that will be future videos once again. So yeah, so the idea is the front of the entrance from where we're working is still gonna feel like it's part of the courtyard coming from the courtyard, right? And we are using the same materials as we've been using. We're gonna be using the bridges. We are gonna be using the green arch. We're gonna be using the cement pads. We're gonna have two bird baths, benches. We are gonna be using the statues, and I did swap some of the statues, and I swapped them instead from the kangaroo from the other one. I forgot the animal name, but we will see that once we start, and that will be swapping. So we are right here. We are just still building the entrances. If you've been following along to the previous video, is two columns, another two columns on the side. Then we're gonna put a bridge right on the middle. The bridge should be four squares length, and once it's placed, we're gonna do another one, and we're gonna continue. So I'm very pleased the way everything is being coming out in this build. The museum definitely has come bigger. It has been more work, but worth it. We have been having to redo some work that we have done in especially myself in the past, and that's something that at least you guys are seeing, that I don't want you guys to ever be not motivated to do it, because if you have an inspiration and you have to take something out, but the inspiration that you have is gonna make it even better, that's what you want to do. You want to take a deep breath and then go at it. So right here, you're gonna see me going back and forth, because I'm trying to really understand how I did some of the stuff, because something wasn't looking right and I couldn't get it, because I'm so used to building two columns, archway, and the space wasn't falling the way of the statue. So I thought I had to leave one square after the two, but later on I do realize it's just one column that's not there, but I still put the bridge behind that column, and that will get fixed a little down the road on the video. It I myself got confused just watching the going back and forth and trying to look at the other build and duplicate it on this side, because I had to build everything the opposite way, and so it just really threw me off for a loop there for a moment. But yeah, so the bridge that you guys are seeing right there in the video, that bridge most likely is gonna have to come off, because the build it comes so close to it. And I know I've been debating in different videos. If you are been following the series of the museum, you have heard a couple times that that bridge where John was and all that was gonna get reworked. The stairs that are from the high bridge that's coming in, that was landing in, kind of in front of John's store, all that stair entrance that you see right there, all that's gonna have to be reworked, because at the moment, once I put the hedges and fill one more line right there next to the bridge, all that water is gone, so I can put all the hedges kind of closing out this little square. And by the end, you will see if we are definitely gonna have to move that out completely, and the bridge, I think, is gonna be gone. I think there won't be a way to cross from the front of the museum to kind of like I have it right now. So I think it's just gonna be you coming from the museum, you either gotta use the high bridge that we have on top, the other lower one, or the one in the front that's gonna, and all three of those bridges are connecting to the town hall mini island that's on the map. That is the center of the map, and that's where everything is branching out. NEC can change. Something great inspiration may hit, and I may want to do something different and trying to save it, or maybe I truly want to keep the bridge, but everything is so tight, there's almost no space to move it, and I don't want to lose the river that's circular or semicircular in that, and just kind of get rid of more water. I don't want to do that, so I'm pretty sure that that's gonna go away. But if you are duplicating this build and you want to make two courtyards, one on the left side, one on the right side, then just continue building that in your island. Just continue the duplication process, and then you will have two courtyards surrounding the museum. And I think that's something that could look really cool if you manage to do that. I think that's gonna be something that's gonna really stand out. And don't forget, nothing is too big in Dinkum if it makes sense. And Dinkum is such a huge island that we have plenty of space to work, to make things feel comfortably and not too small. But at the same time, if you like the cozy builds and you like things to be close, and you don't want to just go across the island to go to one building and across the islands to go to the other building, that's fine too. And then you can also condense this build that you guys are following, half the size or even half the size of that, and then you can make it work, and you can still have a small museum with a courtyard on one side, courtyard on the other one, and being very, very cozy. So no matter what you guys are building in your island, I think you can make it work. And also, maybe you don't want the courtyard next to the museum, but you like the courtyard, and you can make this courtyard anywhere in your island. It could be your own little plaza. It could be a courtyard that's connecting to different buildings, and each of the sides is connecting to this building. It's gonna connect to another building, and it just leads you to different area. So the design is there for you to do whatever you feel that is gonna work best in your island. So alright, so let's get back to the video. So I finally was able to fix exactly what was going wrong. Now everything is making sense, it's looking good. I put in the hedges that's gonna cover that gap just like we have on the other side. I'm kind of finishing right here the last part of the wall, because here's the closeout part, and then we're gonna work towards the stairs as you see right behind. That's gonna be the next little section that we gotta work on as an entrance, because that's another entrance from that's leading towards the museum. So we'll work on that, but I don't think I'm gonna be doing an archway because the one that coming in from the courtyard doesn't have one. But at the same time, this is the outside, so I may do one with the arc. So it's gonna be more try and error. If it looks good, great. If I can make it work, great. Because remember that you can't place anything under the bridges. So I do have stairs coming up, and I don't want to keep extending towards the route, towards the river, the circular river that I have. So it's gonna be one of those things that if I can make it work, great. If I cannot make it work, then we have to kind of rethink how we want to make that entrance, and that makes sense, and that is part that you feel that is still part of this build, that is the museum and courtyard. Because in one area so far that I still don't want to compromise is that circular river. I want to keep that in the island. I just it's one of those things that I really attracted me to how to start my map, and I really love that. So I really don't want to lose that. And my other goal is I really don't want to touch and mess anything that is of the natural rivers, natural ponds, natural lakes that we have in the island, because it's so hard to take the water to those places, and I want to try to use that and expand the water from those areas and use it as part of builds. So that's also it's like an inner goal of mine. It's just to continue to use everything that Dinkum has, and I don't want to just cover up the water, because I really like the water, and to me it brings more to the build. But if I ever need to and it makes sense 100%, then yeah. But the goal is not to touch that and leave everything that's natural already made when I got the map, especially the body of water, just to leave it there, because I can't just grab water and bring in water force from this area to another area. It is a lot of work, even though we have tools that made it easier now, and the dirt print to cover everything back up. It's still a lot of work. Okay, so we're still working on the entrance, and what we are trying to do is still copying exactly what I'm building. The most important is I gotta keep remembering that I gotta think, okay, I'm looking at it, but then I gotta put it in the same spot cam wise, but on the opposite side. And that's the thing that was throwing me off at first, but I finally got the hang of it and I was able to start doing it well. But here I started noticing that I don't have enough materials to slowly finish this area of the build without having to go out and grab and collect materials that I need. And I did it for a little bit, but I kept noticing that it was more and more and more, especially the bushes. I really ran out, so I gotta go to all the tropics area and chop down and see how many seeds I can get. And I don't need as many, but I still need some, so I can finish this just like the other side. And I still need the purple flowers, and I need to go also to the tropics, find those. And so at the end of the video, I decided that it was best to stop to what I've had of the material, use everything that I had, and then stop it right there. And then off camera, just like I've been doing, let me gather the materials that I need. Let me go and get, craft, and I still need more of the light posts. I still need a few of those. I still need a couple more seed of different type of trees, flowers, and that way I can finish that. And then we'll come back, and that will be part 10 of the museum build, and then we'll continue filling this area. And I'm gonna keep it on camera, because that way you guys see the steps to make this build. Because since I made the other one off camera, because I was trying to fix it and make it look better, I'm gonna continue making this one on camera. But definitely I am running low on a lot of materials. I've been lately more focused on all this brick material that I needed, so I was very focused on on the rocks and gathering and making, and a lot of bush seeds have been hitting the tropics. So I'm hoping more of those are being spawning. There's a lot of areas that haven't hit, and once I get over there I can get a lot of the materials. But here you saw me, I had to go to chop down some of the trees so I can get the seeds that I need, so I can kind of start laying out the area, you know. And but yeah, definitely I could not finish it because I was short, and I don't want to keep you guys just watching back and forth and just extending the video. So the video is not completely finished. This build, it won't be completely finished on video. We are gonna be continuing that on part 10, and then going around, and hopefully with that part and the next part working on the entrance. So here I was looking at the map because I want to keep that round of the river we've been talking. I want to keep it, and I think I was like, okay, I think I can still fill this and it still will look round in the map. And this is the edge, and that's it. That's like gonna put the hedges, and that closes out the build of the museum, and that's where it ends. And that's when I was saying that this bridge now feels too close, and I gotta try to decide. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, you guys may think it looks good, and maybe makes sense to keep it. That way we can just, and maybe I just need to rework the 2 other stairs and give, that way it has more space towards that bridge. So I really gotta look at it. I really gotta think. I don't know if it's aesthetic. Just as we're walking, the bridge looks good or not. I gotta wait till all those trees kind of grow too, and see how the build itself, once all the trees are growing, everything is more full, everything the way it's supposed to look. Maybe the bridge looks good even though it's so close to the build, and maybe we can keep it, or maybe we do need to just take it out of the way. That way it feels more open, not so tight, and then we can work on the other 2 bridges, the 2 other entrances. But yeah, this build has been fun. This build has been pushing me to different ways to think, and to keep expanding, and to keep branching out, and keep looking at more reference pictures to get more inspiration, to look at gardens, to look at how places put their statues and how they surround the statues, how people do their tree layouts in real life situations, in different buildings in different countries. And it's been fun because it's kind of like I'm doing all this research and looking, and then how can what I'm seeing implement it in Dinkum. So yeah, it's been a really good challenge, but at the same time it's been fun because the whole goal since day one is been to inspire you guys as you guys are watching, and then that you guys can make something even better. You guys may be stuck, you guys may take a piece of this and add it to your build that makes it even cooler, and that's the goal. The goal is for you guys to be inspired and take ideas of this build, and when you guys put it in your islands, you guys can improve those and make even better, and just to have fun. You know, Dinkum is one of those games that we are hoping as the community, we're hoping that the developer will keep adding and make things really, really great. Thank you so much for watching, and for watching all the videos so far on this series. And if you're new and you're watching, go back, follow along, leave a comment, and don't forget to hit a like, subscribe if you want to see more videos, and we'll be back on part 10 of the museum build. Alright guys, thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.